wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
We'll have some fun now. I'm glad that we're going to ask me riddles. I believe I can guess that.
Do you mean that you think you can find out the answer to it?
Exactly so.
Then you should say what you mean.
I do it. At least I mean what I say. It's the same thing, you know.
Not the same a bit. Why, you might just as well say that I see what I eat is the same thing as I eat what I see. You might just as well say that I like what I get is the same thing as I get what I like.
You might just as well say that I breathe when I sleep is the same thing as saying I sleep when I breathe.
It is the same thing with you. What day of the month is it?
The 4th.
2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works. It was the best butter.
The very best.
Yes, but some crumbs must have gotten in as well. You shouldn't have put it in with the bread knife. It was the best butter, you know.
It's a funny watch. It tells the day of the month, but it doesn't tell what o'clock it is.
Why should it? Does your watch tell you what year it is?
Of course not. That's because it stays the same year for such a long time together.
Which is just the case with mine.
I don't know what you mean.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Of course. Just when I was going to remark myself. Have you guessed the riddle yet?
No, I give up. What's the answer?
I haven't the slightest idea. Nor I.
Nor I.
Well, you might do something better with the time than wasting it and asking riddles that have no answers.
If you knew time as well as I do, you wouldn't be talking about wasting it. It's him.
I don't quite understand you.
Of course you don't, I dare say. You never even spoke to time.
Perhaps not, but I know I have to beat time when I learn music.
Ah, that's Countboard. He won't stand to beat it.
Now, if you only kept on good terms with him, he'd do almost anything you liked with the clock. For instance, suppose it were 9 o'clock in the morning, just time to begin lessons. You'd only have to whisper him to time, and round goes the clock in a twinkling. 1:30 time for dinner. I only wish it was.
Indeed. That would be grand, certainly, but then I shouldn't be hungry for it, you know?
Not at first, perhaps, but you could keep it to 1:30 as long as you liked.
Is that the way you manage?
Not I. We quarreled last March, just before he went mad, you know. It was at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts, and I had to sing. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder what you're at. You know the song, perhaps.
I've heard something quite like it.
It goes on, you know, in this way. Up above the world you fly, like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, 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 twinkle. Well, I hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out, "He's murdering the time! Off with his head!"
How dreadfully savage.
And ever since that, he won't do a thing I ask. It's always 6 o'clock now.
Is that the reason so many tea things are put out here?
Yes, it's always tea time, and we've no time to wash things between whiles.
And what happens when it comes to beginning again?
Suppose we change the subject. I'm getting tired of this. I hope the young lady tells us a story.
I'm afraid I don't know one.
Then the dormouse shall. Wake up, dormouse.
I was asleep. I can hear everything you fellows were saying. Tell us a story.
Yes, please do.
And be quick about it, or you'll be asleep again before it's done.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters. Their names were Elsie, Lacey, and Tilly. They lived at the bottom of a well.
What do they live on?
They lived on treacle,
They couldn't have done that, you know. They would have been ill.
so they were very ill.
But I don't understand. Why do they live at the bottom of a well?
Take some tea.
I've had it yet, so I can't take more.
You mean you can't take less. It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Who's making personal remarks now?
Why do they live at the bottom of a well?
It was a treacle well.
There's no such thing.
If you can't be civil, then why don't you finish the story yourself?
No, please go on. I won't interrupt you again. I dare say maybe one.
One indeed. And so these 3 little sisters were learning how to draw. And you know,
What do they draw?
they drew a treacle.
You can't do that.
can't you? So I should think you could draw treacle out of a treacle well, eh, stupid?
But they were in the well.
Of course, they were well in. And so these three little sisters were learning how to draw, and they grew in the manner of everything that starts with an M.
Why an M?
Why not?
Why not?
It begins with an M, such as mousetraps and memory, mood, and muchness. You know, you say things that are much of muchness. Have you ever seen such thing as a drawing of muchness?
Well, you know, you asked me, I don't think.
Then you shouldn't talk.